here she is, 1969 Dodge Superbee. Interior. I still have a couple things to put on it, like the center console door. The rubber's up in the window area on the roof strip rail. Flush mounted glass. And here's the 440. I still could use some prettying up under the hood, of course. My custom air box that I made. In the front of the car. So I can't even start to begin to tell you what has been done to this car. This car's had a full rotisserie restoration. Everything's been done from the frame up. I plan to keep this car for myself. I've owned it for 24 years now, and it just kept getting put on the back burner because I had other cars to do for other people and stuff like that. So finally I got to doing this car and getting it finished. I have done quite a bit of work to it. I've done a few modifications to it just to make it cleaner, better, nicer. As you notice, there's no door handles on the car. It does have door poppers, so you just push a button on the remote and the door opens. The side scoops are custom. It's got a very decent engine in it. It's a freshly built engine. The whole bottom of the car is painted, just as nice as the top of the car. And there isn't really an area of this car that hasn't been touched and worked on and brought back to better than its original glory. 727 tranny with B&M Quicksilver quick shift in it. Reverse manual valve body. Has a custom front bumper on it. If you know these cars, you know they come with a 9-inch bumper on the front. This one has a 4.5-inch bumper on the front, and I've fitted a 1970 Charger front valance on it to match. I've done the same thing with the back bumper, except for the valance I made from scratch. And then we've got custom side scoops that I made for the car, also from scratch. It has 3-inch exhaust on it, front to back, stainless, with Hedman ceramic coated headers. It's pushing about 550 horsepower in the engine. Edelbrock 750 carburetor. I went with power steering. I didn't go with power brakes. I went with just the manual brakes, but it has a disc brake conversion on the front, so it should stop just nicely. I went with brand new leaf springs on the back. I have not done any modifications to the frame at all, other than I put in subframe connectors. I don't know if you can see that or not. Put subframe connectors in, and that's it. I don't know what else to tell you about the car at this moment. But there she is. She's almost finished. Just a couple little screws to turn and a couple nuts to tighten, and she's ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. This paint is my own custom color. It's a pearl metallic blue. When it gets in the sunlight, it really lightens up, of course. And it's the only car in the world with this exact color on it, which I'm kind of proud of that. I like having a unique car that doesn't look like anybody else's, especially at a car show. The worst thing is somebody else pulls up beside you, and you've got the same paint job. Kind of like having the same t-shirt on